Good morning. I'm here at the.
Go ahead.
I ain't want. I have Keon Harding, one of my favorite young fast bowlers. Someone I enjoy opening the bowling with. For those who don't know Keon, Keon went to Combermere. Keon also plays for Carlton Cricket Club, and he recently made his first class debut for Barbados. So Harding, tell the viewers a bit about yourself.
I'm currently 21 years old. Role in the team is a fast bowler, right now fast bowler. I started playing cricket. I started playing cricket about 2 years old, but I joined Carlton at 7 years old, and it was a great experience from there. The junior program was very beneficial for me, and it led me to where I am today. I went to lodge in first form. I went to Wilkie Combach primary school, then I went to lodge in first form. Then I transferred to Combermere, and I think that was a changing point in my life. Getting to work with Roddy Eswick. He's a great mentor for me, and I learned a lot from him, and I continue to learn from him now.
So many of you would not know, but Harding is usually the most athletic guy on any cricket team he's playing with. Harding also loves football. He represented Barbados for football. It was on the 17th. You guys played the World Cup qualifiers. Or tell us some of the tournaments that you would have played.
Representing Barbados in football, I was a goalkeeper. I played on the 17 straight through to the senior team. So that's on the 17, on the 20, on the 23, and I made a senior team debut. Football. I really enjoy football. I love football. I'm involved, not playing, but I'm still involved in it. On the 17 was a very good experience for me, being able to play different qualifying stages and playing the CONCACAF finals in Panama. That opened my eyes to the big stage in terms of sports, not only football, because there were thousands of people there. And then on the 20 in Cuba, on the 23 in Haiti, and senior team from Barbados. So it was a great experience for me.
What were some of the challenges? Because obviously you're playing two sports at the highest level. You would have played junior cricket for Barbados as well. So having to battle both, do I want to be a footballer? Do I want to be a cricketer? Or was it, did you always want to be, a professional cricketer?
Well, I would say when I was younger, it wasn't too difficult. On the South, I was still going to school, so I was still playing school cricket, as you say, or junior cricket. So the time, in terms of the effort and the hard work I needed to put in now, it wasn't so much then. So it was able to balance it more then. As I got older, I knew that I need to put in more time to cricket or football. So the opportunity came where I had the opportunity to leave Barbados to play football. But for me, it was not only just about getting an education and then maybe may or may not turn professional. I wanted to turn professional regardless if it was cricket or football. There was no guarantees with football, and it was a much bigger chance of me turning professional for cricket. So that's why I turned down the opportunity and turn pro at cricket.
So do some of the coaches from the football team, do they still contact you and ask you to come back out and stuff like that?
Yeah, it happens almost every month. I had a personal goalkeeping coach, and we still talk a lot. He's a great guy. I learned so much from him, not only through football, but how to be a professional and how to carry myself on and off the field. He was a guy that worked with professional clubs in England, West Ham for one. So I learned a lot. I learned so much things from him, and yeah, I get the guys tell me how I should play and stuff like that, but they know where my heart is now.
All right, what are some of the differences? Because obviously you had a chance to be on a national football team on a national cricket team. So tell me, like, what was the dressing room like in the football arena, and what's the dressing room like, for cricket?
Well, it's different because obviously football, cricket, sorry, you have more time to relax during the game. If the team body and just relaxing, football is constant pressure. I think in both sports, the guys are pretty relaxed. But it's just different. It's hard to explain the differences in terms of the dressing room. But you learn a lot in both dressing rooms, and yeah.
You're one of those modern day fast bowlers that have the ability to feel anywhere. You're very athletic. You like feeling that point and stuff. You think like football had a role to play with that?
Um, I would say football helped to improve my catching more than anything else, my agility as well, my reflexes, yeah, because I did a lot of that type of training. But in terms of my fielding ability, I have to really credit the Carlton Junior program because at 7 years old, a lot of time guys just want to bat and bowl, but they made sure that we did fielding every single week, maybe sometimes even for an hour. We did a lot of fielding, so almost all the guys in that junior program are very good fielders.
From time you started playing cricket, were you always interested in bowling fast? Because I know sometimes fast bowling is something that you might develop late. Because you hear a lot of stories, like Jofa, for example, he realized he could bowl fast later on in his life.
Well, when I was young, my granny always told me that any person that came to the house, they always put the ball in their hand and would have the bat, and they had to bowl at me, don't matter who it was, even if it was the post when so I guess I used to bat more when I was younger, but as I got older, the bowling started to take over. I don't know exactly how it came about, but it just happened.
And when did you really start to bowl fast? Like when did you start to scare batsmen and stuff like that?
I'm not so scared of but
Well, I hear guys talking about
I would say
fast
probably say 2014 maybe. I knew that. People used to say when he gets old he's gonna go faster. I think 2014. I mean, sometimes now I can be a bit reserved. Sometimes I remind myself let it go some more, don't go back. But I think probably 2014 was the time.
And that was because you changed your training schedule. What was it, right? What you did different?
I think it just put more effort in. I'm thankful I'm blessed with a quick arm speed, but I just put more effort in, and I'm getting stronger and stronger every day, every year. So I think I'm just gonna get faster and faster to reach the point.
Well, tell me which situations you prefer to bowl in. Of course, you like opening the bowling, but there are different formats. You like bowling in the middle, you like bowling at the end.
Any situation really, it doesn't matter. I like the challenge of opening bowling in any format. Obviously, in one day T20 cricket, it's a bit more challenging with the power plays and the rules and stuff like that. But I also like to bowl when the pressure's on. I think I deliver better when the pressure's on. When I know the margin for error can cost the game or cost the team. I think I'm better in those situations.
I can agree to that because so one thing you can say for sure about you're one of those players that that really believe in yourself, and that's something you really need in this game, and not just in the game but in life, and that's something that you spread to your other teammates. Yeah, Harding is one of those guys, always willing to give an encouraging word, saying fight to the end, don't give up, that sort of thing. And you need people like you on a team. So I think more cricketers should have that mindset, But where did you get that from?
It's funny you asked me this. Good that you asked me this. at this point because just a few days ago I was looking for something at home and I ran across a sheet at nursery school and going on the sheet it said that he's very helpful with others. So I was wondering if I was always just like that. It just comes natural. I'm not gonna just sit around and see some person doing something if I think that I have something positive to add to it, or I say, well, Raymond, I guess you can do this instead of doing that, and this is the reason why. So I think it's that I'm doing a bit more reading now, and the mind for me the mind is so powerful. I don't we don't even know how powerful the mind is. So belief, the self belief, can go a long way.
It's funny that that we're talking about this because I just remember a story when Harding made his List A debut. Before we got on the team bus, we were back at the hotel and we were talking, and Harding came to me and he said, Raymond, I know I'm going to do well today. I'm going to bowl down Chadwick. Like, I just keep seeing this vision, and I am going to make sure it happens. So I was subbing that game, and like to actually see it happen and to see the passion on Harding's face, the celebration was unforgettable. And yeah, it was amazing. We went on to win that game, and that is an example, of Harding believing in himself and spreading that throughout the team because he got all 10 other guys on the team, to believe that we're going to win this game today. So tell us about some of your role models, like who you look up to, not just in cricket, but, even football.
I can say I have a few mentors. As I said, my goalkeeping coach, his name is Russell Hopper from England, Roddy Esway, Corey Collmore, Vasper Drake. I have a few mentors, but in terms of role models, in terms of cricket, I look up to Kemar Roach, I look up to Rabada, I love Rabada, I love Stuart Rod. Those are the three main guys. If I try to take something for anyone, I would go to them first. I would try to watch them. Obviously, I can talk with Kemar, so I would try to watch them the most. Other role models, Floyd Mayweather is probably the biggest role model. Just his work ethic and his self belief and his belief in everything. Cristiano Ronaldo. So those are my biggest role models.
I know you mentioned you've been doing a lot of reading. What some of the things you've been reading to help improve your thinking?
I started reading, not a lot of reading. Gotta get it. No, I don't really like reading, but I'm trying. I started reading a book called Laws of Success by Napoleon Hill. My uncle gave me a Malcolm Marshall book. I read that already, and Michael Harding book. I read those three books. I read also Sir Alex Ferguson's autobiography. So I read a few books. I try to read things that I can relate to in my life, not just reading a book for reading its sake. I don't think I can get that done anyway, but I just try to read things that relates to my life.
So, what are some of your dreams and aspirations going forward?
With cricket, I want to be the best, only best that I can be, and I want to be the best of my time. And, remember, that's one of the best when I retire. That's just my sole motivation, I would say.
And how are you gonna go about, reaching that success?
Well, I don't have the ability to do it. It's just about continue to work hard and do the right things, speak with the right people, and you have to be mentally strong also because you're gonna go through some tough times, and you just need to be consistent in everything I do.
You always hear about these young fast bowlers, and they even call them curls. They're not strong and stuff. How do you manage that?
Try to eat healthy. I mean, I'm still young. I might eat foolishness sometimes, but not regular. I try to eat healthy. I try to talk to people about nutrition and some people that know about it, and I also look online for certain things. So I try to educate myself more about health and stuff like that, and I try to take care of my body as best as possible because before my body, then I can't make money.
What's your favorite memory on the cricket field?
I have a lot. I have a lot. It's tough to single it down to one. Obviously, for my first 5 wicket haul first class, but it's tough. I would say probably maybe either the Chadwick or the Devon Smith wickets because of the clear vision I had the night before those wickets. The way I visualized it and it came to fruition. Probably those wickets more than anything else.
And this year, you were given the opportunity to play 50 over cricket for Barbados. Unfortunately, you guys lost in the finals. That was. It's funny enough that your first game was the finals, but tell us about that experience. You know, you were able to play. The bowling attack was pretty young as well. So tell us how that experience was.
Uh, to be honest with you, I probably forgot it was my debut. It was good that I got to play for CCC before, so I had a feeling of the cricket. There wasn't too much pressure on us. We didn't put any pressure on ourselves. We just went out there and tried to execute the best of our abilities. And I know people are saying we're young, yes, but we have the skills, we have the ability, and people are going to see that going in the future.
You mentioned visualizing the game a lot during this interview, right? I find here in the Caribbean, we focus a lot on preparing physically for games, but how important is the mental aspect for you?
Of course, you need to prepare a lot physically for the game. I think the mental aspect of the game is very important because you can have the best, for a batsman, you can have the best technique in the world, but your mind isn't there, you're not mentally strong, and you can never have a successful career. So I think it's something that I think is going to come in the future, hopefully. It's something that we need to pay more attention to. Not necessarily more attention than the skills, because obviously you can have a strong mind and not a good technique. It's going to be the same thing. So you need to find a balance. Visualization, it's a funny thing. It just doesn't happen just like that. It's funny to explain it. It's not easy to explain it. But for instance, for example, against Chadwick, guys were saying, well, you insert your ball, I know you're gonna get Chadwick out. And from hearing that, then I start thinking about it. I sit down. I look at the picture. I just look at everything. I remember when we were batting the first, and I was just sitting down. I was just looking at the pitch, and I was picturing myself running and bowling, and I pictured it down to the celebration actually. So the mind, as I said, the mind is a very, very, very powerful thing. If you believe something hard enough and you have the courage enough to speak it as well, you're not just gonna speak it anywhere, but speak it smartly and choose wisely where or when to do it. It can happen.
And that probably gave you confidence as you were running in because you believe that this will happen so much. You know?
Yeah, but at the time now, when it comes to the time to bowl or whatever you're doing, that necessarily isn't in my mind anymore. Whereas I'm not thinking about, oh, I'm gonna bowl, no, I'm gonna bowl, no. I still have to be patient, I still have to be smart. But because I speak to it and I believe it still, I still know I can do it. That's still the way I'm looking at it. But I still have to be patient and not just go looking for it. And it's gonna come.
Tell us about the experience you had playing for MCC young cricketers.
I played for them in England, second 11. Got an opportunity through Corey Coleman and Steve Kirby to play for them against Hampshire not Hampshire, Middlesex and Somerset. It was a great experience. I love the way the cricket is set up over there. I'm very professional, so it's basically a first class game, and I got an opportunity to play against them, and I did well actually. I got a 4 wicket haul, and it was great. I would like to do it again.
What were some of the challenges playing in England? Obviously, as a fast bowler, it's a lot different to playing here. The ball is swinging a lot more and stuff.
Firstly, you need to adapt to conditions. personally, when I went there, it was about 14, 15 degrees, which wasn't bad for me. But then sometimes in England, the temperature can just drastically drop. So you need to be able to deal with that, stay warm at all times so that you don't pick any injuries. Um, yeah, you need to bowl a bit fuller, but you still need to be smart because you just can't run up and bowl full. You can go for runs. You guys can't play well. So you just need to be smart and adapt to weather conditions because you may not be able to bowl the same on every pitch.
And in modern day cricket now, you have a lot of bowlers like myself, spin bowlers like myself, opening the bowling with a fast bowler. Like how do you handle that? Like what are some of the plans that you have when you're bowling? Is it different to if you are bowling with another fast bowler?
No, not necessarily. Try to plan my overs, and I'm not necessarily plan a spell. I don't think it's wise to plan a spell because um, opening with a spinner, it can vary because opening with a spinner, sometimes they may go for runs in one over in terms of one day cricket. They may go for runs in one over, so you can't attack too hard next over. Um, and if they're bowling well, they're bowling tight, then you can afford to attack a little bit more. So, and it's the same thing with the next season. So I don't think the philosophy changes too much.
So earlier today, I was watching you bowl, at the West Indies camp here at KFL campus. You looked like you were bowling a decent spell. So you hitting your lines and the good lengths. Tell us about the experience.
So bowled at some camps before. But I enjoy it because firstly, I really want to be in the team sooner rather than later. But I'm gonna enjoy it because it's a different challenge playing against better players in the Caribbean, and obviously you can test the skills and you can be more consistent and you need to be sharp every day because if you lose, if you're off the game one day, then it can be made to look bad.
I saw you having a conversation with like Corey Collymore. He's a past West Indian fast bowler. What were some of these things Corey had to tell you?
But he tries to keep it very simple. He tells you not to worry that every ball can't be perfect. Those type of things that can go along with the small things that can go along with because as young players we tend to get frustrated when we not getting everything spot on. So those things can go along with it.
So Harding, thanks for joining us at Raynets. I wish you all the best. I hope you continue to run in the ball fast, and looking forward to seeing what's next for Harding.